Michael William Stugart, and I went to school in Montoursville, Pennsylvania. Learned some things about neuroscience and stuff, such as things about natural antennas within the body that can send and receive information through electrical types of currents. And when I was taught that in McCall Middle School, I instantly thought, well, human beings, animals and such, can be remote controlled then. Such as, if you use such technology that can read such electrical currents, such as what part of the brain does what, and so on, kind of just reverse that signal, send it into the body, it can be then remote controlled. And it was very easy to think of such. And I think, and I believe, some of why it was so easy for me to think of such is not necessarily because of a government, not necessarily because of a military or justice system. I think it was more so because of human behaviors, such as amazingly behaving humans, or individuals that I imagine are so important that it's important to respect thee, honor thee, love thee, care about thee, inspire thee during life if thee self can. Help inspire them by telling stories maybe about others or their own self, or thee own self is what I meant to say. And not only just inspire them, but to inspire thee own self to do such things as respect, honor, and so on, such amazing behaving types of humans. And if such individuals do exist, then it's awesome that it's going into the real story of them and thee own self. And if thee own self is such an amazing behaving human, that's even better yet. There's an individual that is real, that is worthy of standing up for and helping and loving and caring about, respecting, honoring, and so on. And that gives some truly awesome meaning to not only an individual's life story or others' life stories, but to a universe which is infinite in size, infinite in age. And it's something that I think is important to think about doing things and think about things based on doing so for more than just yourself, such as doing so for such amazing behaving individuals. And when I see U.S. government employees being tested by amazing correct human behaviors, it's not a bad thing. That's amazing correct behaviors are happening. That's awesome. And if the U.S. government employees are failing at contributing to amazing behaving individuals doing such awesome things, it's the government employees failing. It's not the amazing correct human behaviors failing. It's not the individual doing the amazing correct human behaviors failing. Such as that amazing human is doing the amazing correct human behaviors. That's what I call passing, Such as I stood up for Adam, a well-behaving, very polite kid of a U.S. Navy employee. And Adam lived next door when I was like 10 years old. And he came over to spend a night, and there was psychotic, dangerous U.S. government employees who are exercising their homosexual activities by unjustly remote controlling Adam and making him and some little boys touch each other's penises. No sane person would do that. But yet, U.S. government employees are being paid by the U.S. government to do such things as unjustly torture such well-behaving and very polite children of U.S. Navy employees. And such U.S. government employees are unjustly remote controlling the kids to do so. Well, by me standing up for Adam and other kids, it helps me do amazing correct human behaviors, such as doing the correct thing concerning such scenarios. I wish such bad things didn't happen, but being that they do, amazing correct human behaviors need to occur. So I do such things. I've reported to the CIA, I've reported to the U.S. President, I've reported to the White House employees I've reported to the FBI, Attorney General, United Nations, local authorities such as the county courts, judges, attorneys, probation officers, the district attorney's office, state police officers, and so on. And I've never seen any of those government employees ever publicly stand up for Adam or any other kid who was such a victim of such dangerous sexual predators and stuff, of which the sexual predators are U.S. government employees. And I've seen some government employees even get mad at me for doing such. And some are actually saying things such as, keep doing what you're doing, Michael. It truly is helping the kids and stuff. And obviously some government employees behave better than others. And it's not necessarily job rank, it's more based on human behaviors. Which means those individuals doing the human behaviors are more important. Based on human behaviors. And not based on job rank. Like, a little kid doing amazing correct human behaviors to me is more important than a president of the United States of America who is a president that isn't doing such amazing correct human behaviors. Regardless of job rank, what is more important to the human race? The amazingly correct human behaviors. Therefore, that kid is more important than the president is. That kid is more important to protect. That kid is more important to help. That kid is more important to publicly stand up for, more so than to stand up for a president who can't do such amazing correct human behaviors. That's obviously simple for me to think about and to know is true reality, regardless if any cop or such who isn't mentally healthy enough can agree or not. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm glad the cops who do can agree in some ways that I am doing amazing correct human behaviors, helping kids and stuff, who are more worthy of helping than some psychotic scumbag of the U.S. government that sexually tortures little children. And it's only me that I've seen actually do such amazing correct human behaviors so publicly. I've seen some do this and that, which is it's great compared to if they weren't doing it. But it's nowhere on the levels of vital human behaviors of what I'm speaking of that I do. I've never seen anybody stand up for the kids publicly, how I mean. Not truly stand up for them. I have seen some that like will post my story or something, and then they don't even comment back to me if I write to them. To me, it's almost like they're fame diggers trying to get famous and maybe even get wealthier from telling the story about me rather than actually caring about me, rather than actually helping me, rather than respecting me, rather than honoring me, who they supposedly are standing up for. I mean, there's details to details that are certainly important to evaluate. And regardless of what happens, I've done some amazing correct human behaviors that I'll probably never ever see anybody else do. I inspire myself. I'm not really inspired by justice system employees, military employees, presidents, White House employees and stuff, who are kind of, in some aspects, fans of, well, keep doing what you're doing, Michael. Like, they're not really contributing. They're not publicly standing up for the kids themselves, even though they support me in some aspects. Like, it's not really inspiring to me. More so that they would owe me. And basically, them admitting that I'm doing the correct thing is them in some ways admitting, maybe not necessarily admitting, it might be the wrong word because they might not realize it, but acknowledging in reality, whether they realize it or not, that they owe me. And them getting money from taxing me isn't really fair to me. They're not standing up for me, how I mean. It's them benefiting from me more so than the other way around. So basically they owe me. And it really upsets me. Like, I've been put in prison 3 times based on lies. Like, there's no reason why I should have ever been put in prison. Like, I didn't do anything wrong. I was unjustly remote controlled and they put me in prison as if I was guilty. Therefore, yes, I am innocent. And I don't truly believe the U.S. government will ever pardon me. And that just shows me that the U.S. government isn't really inspiring, isn't really helping amazingly behaving humans. They can't even come together to pardon the innocent people who are innocent people that stand up for well-behaving, very polite children of U.S. military employees who are very well-behaving, very polite children that are being sexually tortured and stuff by psychotic pedophiles and stuff of the U.S. government that are psychotic pedophiles and stuff that unjustly remote control the kids. They can't even pardon those innocent people, but they pardon guilty people who pay money to be pardoned. I mean, come on. The U.S. government isn't really helping amazingly behaving humans. I mean, it's simple to know that. But it is what it is. I'm going to try to do some more riding. And I'm grateful for how amazing I am. And I hope I do more amazing trucking behaviors. Even more is, like, I was unjustly put in prison 3 times while being actually innocent, while being actually unjustly remote controlled, of being forced to be involved with such situations that I was put in prison based on lies. And I do believe that they lied because they had no reason to justifiably put me in prison, but yet they wanted to put me in prison. If they could have justifiably put me in prison, they would have. It's like, they would have done that. They probably would have enjoyed it, like, haha, we put you in prison, we could justify it. But every time I've been put in prison, it's not really justifiable. They put me in prison and I'm the person who they attacked. Like, they made a dog lick my penis and anus when I was a little kid because they thought it was ridiculous that I, for free, stand up for, like, Adam, the well-behaving, very polite kid of a U.S. Navy employee who was unjustly remote controlled and sexually tortured by who of the U.S. government was unjustly remote controlling him. It says such U.S. government employees unjustly made my body have sex with a mud hole, made fun of me, and said, well, now you made love to the world that you risked your life helping for free, and so on. They were making fun of me. And that was way before they even put me in prison. They were torturing me sexually because I stand up for innocent kids against such dangerous people for free. And they knew it. So they read my neural activities. And there was years that went by. They were torturing me for believing in Jesus. I've never believed in Jesus. Like, they lie to each other. They torture people based on lies. Like, being on the inside doesn't really empower anyone. I mean, they sit there and torture people based on lies, as if the lies aren't lies. Doing amazingly correct human behaviors, now that is something that truly helps people where they're helping. Really being on the inside, being a neural satellite employee of the U.S. government, it's not really going to benefit amazing behaving humans. Like, I've never seen them truly help amazing behaving humans. I mean, being smart enough to do it, that's what's really going to help the kids and stuff. More so than technology. You got to base it off of the foundation where they're basing it off of. Alright, I'm going to try to do some riding.